Chandler Parsons out there with Green. Then it's Matthews. And there's Thompson. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
5 on the clock. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Indiana. And Golden State also making a change. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Thompson. Shot clock at 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Pistons in Detroit. Curry attacking. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
McGee a screen. George, that's a 2-pointer. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Picked by Okafor. Parsons with it. George picks him up. Just 5 on the clock. Parsons for 3. Rebounded by McGee. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Hill kicks to McGee. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
And so here is Golden State following the score by Indiana. Here's Matthews. That one off the back iron and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Sure. That puts them in the lead.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move. You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, he had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Curry dishes to Okafor. Kicks it out to Parsons. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Second shot opportunity. No good. Curry with the defensive effort. Feeds it to Matthews. And the shot is long. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Ellis can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Curry, good. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Left side, George. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Matthews passes to Curry. Here's Green. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Here's George. He has 5. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Matthews. It's rebounded by Bass.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And Monte Ellis again. Ellis has got his second basket.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Indiana making some changes. Mahimi comes in for JaVale McGee. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Hill. Now here's Gordon. There's the feed to Evans. Gordon goes in. And the rejection by Mahimi. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And George with the stuff.
What a smart pass by Carter-Williams right there.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Harris kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Mahimi. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That drops. 6 points for Ellis.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
He dishes it to Carter-Williams. Now George. Gets it off. And oh, he hits the button. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Indiana out in front, up by 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Indiana, Carter Williams is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Mahimi in the 5 spot.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
And it's George missing. Here's Gordon. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. And remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Evans. And it's Wright in for Harrison Barnes. It's George on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taking Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
George against Parsons. And it's George again missing.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And it's George again missing. Matthews into the lane. Parsons outside. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defend, the total package.
And back to Chandler Parsons. His versatility is so valuable to any scheme. We've now seen that in both Houston and Dallas. He gives you percentages and good production every time out.
He does, Kevin, but the one area where I'd like to see him improve is his physical strength. I mean, to take his game to the next level, he's got to be able to play through contact a little bit better. If he can do that, we're talking about a guy who could be a perennial all-star.
They get a hand on it. Matthews goes in, and it's sent back by Hill. They get it back.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Parsons' shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Green dishes to Curry. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Curry's got 10 points.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Some changes for Golden State. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Thompson. O'Neal comes in for Green, and it's Wright in for Wesley Matthews. Now here's Curry. He's got 10. Wright against Hill. Wright, the pass to Okafor. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Hill. The Warriors making the shot. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by George, no good. The Warriors trail. Right side Curry. Screen by O'Neal. Hill against Curry. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And George kicks to Bass. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Bass has got his first points of the game. Curry is inside. Carter Williams covering. Okafor kicks to Curry. Back to Okafor. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but Clark rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
And the Pacers call time here. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hill. Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. 1:02 left now here in the second. Carter Williams against Curry. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder.
That was incredible.
Are you serious? How did he come up with that move?
Creativity on the fly. Wow.
Somebody control that man. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Parsons attacking. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Parsons got 5.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
On the wing, George. Oh, he misses the dunk.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Timeout called the Warriors. Paul George really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Matthews. Shot is no good. It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
George having a fantastic game. He's got 17 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Thompson. Curry is out there with Matthews. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Green in at the force line.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
And there's the foul, and it's on Jason Thompson. That's his first foul. It's Hill on the wing, guarded by Curry. For three, Ellis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry dishes to Matthews. screen. Gives to Parsons. They set the pick. Lock at 6. Curry passes to Green. Hill with some nice D.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
It's Curry outside. Excellent D there from Hill. And George, here we go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising career is now, Clark, I think, kind of at the crossroads.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected.
And Indiana making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. Evan Harris is checked in for the Warriors.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Indiana. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Thompson. Barnes comes in for Green. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Harris. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for McGee, it looked like he had taken a positive step last year when it was announced he would sign with Boston. The front office even came out and sang his praises. Then negotiations fell apart and McGee didn't play again for the rest of the season. Another in a long line of disappointments over his career.
Different look here for the Warriors. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Spates. O'Neal comes in for Harrison Barnes. Darrell Wright's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Harris subbed in for Curry. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Warriors trailed by 11.
You know, regarding McGee, he spent most of his career eyeing the money. He forced his way out of Washington partly because of it. Didn't sign with the Celtics because he wanted to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. He has to show that he can still play if he wants somebody to really pay. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them. And south.
And it's Wright sending it back. And it's Harris off the drive. Parsons dishes to Harris. And Wright kicks to O'Neal. Right down low. Hill's there. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Carter Williams with it. George with the screen on Harris. Carter Williams the pass to George. Inside. Hill. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for Okafor. Green comes in for O'Neal. Wesley Matthews checked in for Darrell Wright. And Steph Curry subbed in for Harris.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Dishes it to Hill. Kicks it to Carter Williams. Here's George. Goes back up. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. Partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Carter Williams against Curry. Carter Williams dishes to George. And he gets it to go. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Curry wide open. Curry with another miss. And here's Indiana. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. George, no good.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Outside Curry. Another miss by Curry.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The Pacers making a switch here. Passes checked in. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Thompson. Evans comes in for Draymond Green. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Chandler Parsons. .102 left to play in the third. Outside, George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lets it go from the wing. And he gets it to go. George has got 28.
Beautiful shot that time by PG, Paul George, getting it done.
And Spates gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ellis left side. Kept alive by Indiana.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Pacers. They finish off the third quarter on a 20-6 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. They've got Paul George. JaVale McGee is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Hill. And it's Ellis at the shooting guard position. That's the Pacers' 5.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
In the corner, George with it. And stolen by Wright. Here's Gordon. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Ellis. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And Wright kicks to Barnes. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Bass. And George, here we go. Good on the shot. George has got 13 points here in the second half alone. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
That doesn't go either for Gordon.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Indiana. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Wright. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
Some changes for Golden State. Parsons checked in for Thompson. Matthews comes in for Gordon. And Curry subbed in for Devin Harris. Some heavy accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last year. We've seen the issue in the NFL, talked about now in the NBA. Seeing in other sports, there's a case that maybe the NBA's got to deal with this.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
On the wing, Korver. 5 to shoot. Hill kicks to Ellis. The three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 18. Here's Barnes.
Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Good on the second free throw. Pacers leading by 17. Outside Korver. From deep. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Korver passes To McGee. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Parsons outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Emeka Okafor is checked in for Draymond Green. And so here is Indiana. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Hill kicks to Korver. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Looking for McGee. He gets it there.
And you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for McGee. He has 8 points and a steal.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Kyle Korver.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Steps back and fires. And Chandler Parsons again.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
George with the screen on Barnes. Hill kicks to George. And stolen by Parsons. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Pacers leading by 15. Carter-Williams dishes to George. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 4. McGee trying to break free. And it's George missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Nobody near Parsons. No good. And Indiana will come the other way.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pacers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Paul George. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Some changes for Indiana. Mahaney's checked in for George. Richardson comes in for Hill. And it's Corver in for Ellis. Different look here for the Warriors. Oh.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 13. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Harris against Carter Williams. "17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on it and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
We hating on riches of 100K I spent that on my wrist. $200 spent that on your model, put that on my list. Or that he going that foreign again. In the scene, bring the core in the end. We should have wrote. The ring go, I won't call her again. Woke up under the mountain. Crib as big as a college. Me up under the loudest. Whipping some with no mileage. Diamonds cost me a fortune. Them horses all in them Porsches. Can't handle afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. Falling on my Corbett. You haters, you bore me. Only the real get a piece of the plate. Repping my city and running my state. Keep me up, do they run with the one piece, then I visit your place. Bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
And I'm at it again. There go that flow, bringing tragedy in. Cop me a chain, your salary spent. Just we bring them cavities in. Counting money, hourly trend. Letting them seem like Olsen twins. Squares, cabinet bins. Neck full of gold, Olympian. Demons, I'm blowing the check on the gear. Falling soon, then hop on the leer. Strap with them poppers in back of the rear. Sock pop said them is here. Woke up early this morning. Mine is telling me money. Paper, moolah. Pockets as fat as a tumor. Me in the no rumor. Living my life off a tuna. Want it with me, I deliver the beef. Ribs only enjoying the feast. Pull up a seat, bon appetit. No Louboutins when that red on your sleeves. Bang, 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 bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Photographs of dope boys. It's all they taking. Fingerprints on a Rolls Royce. It's why they hating. Push a button on his broke boys. As detonation, walk the road to riches bare feet. I watch mama struggle, now she living carefree. That's why I hustle for that half a, that's 12 G's. I'm trying to bubble every summer a new LP. You gotta love me, I got shooters out the D-League. Signing bone and hit that man, that's from 30 feet. Left in the puddle, fingerprints is on 100 mil. That's what it is, Ricky Rose and Ace Hood. We have a trip, yeah.
I come looking for you with Haitians.
What you know about this?
I stay no good Jamaican.
We the best. Double M.
From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Ricky Rose, the boss.
T-Pain.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a 7 with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
Baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug, let's get cracking. Always well, baby, cause happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the mood. Hopped in the tray, just to let the top back and thank God for the day. Who gives a what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year. Still in the streets, strapped with them things. She in love with a G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. 10 black made backs, back to back in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police, acting like you know me. Fresh out of jail already in your
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a 7 with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
T-Pain.
Boss, 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 the boss. The boss, 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 the boss. It's short straight digging me, and I ain't even rich. I know you is on the sideline, like ain't that a I'm on my job, and I ain't getting off, cause it's just another day in the life of the
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. Got the biggest car, Spanish bras, no. Call that other lane for the walks in the parks. I ain't come to play games, I just wanna play my part. Tell your girlfriend to come talk with my dog. We straight G's and we came hit a ball. Bottle at the bottle, and I'm sure you count them all. Then we off to that Chevy and taking off. Baby, slow it down, cause you're moving too fast. Yeah, too fine to be moving too fast. Back to the thuggin', now I'm love it, baby, that's my whistle. Sack for the jeans, 5 bones for 20, they 100 for the. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. You could tell by the shows that's standing by the car.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit, but I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me.
on the roof trying to watch us and knock us. Coppers even come through in helicopters. I drink a little, spark and hold the fronters. Wanna be ill, the spot runners. Thinking it can't happen till I trap them. Won't even run about guards, I don't believe in none of that. Your facts are backwards. Nas is a rebel of the street corner. Pulling it out the dresser. Police got me under pressure. Nas, I'm not your legal type of fella. Drinking street dweller who's always on the corner. Bless when I dress is never nothing less than guess. Kobe walking with a bop and my hat turned back. Love committing sins and my friends help. Raps with a to keep it under my tongue. The school dropout, never like from day one. Cause life ain't but stress, fake crab stunts. So I guzzle my while pulling on mad. The type who be in your elevator. Somehow the rap game reminds me of the game. Used to sport valleys and gazelles with black frames. Now I'm into fat chains. Fly new chicks and new kicks. Represent, represent. Represent, represent. Represent, represent. No doubt, see my stats are fat. This is what it's about. Before the PDP conflict with MC Shan. Around the time with Shantae, just the real Roxanne. I used to wake up every morning, see my crew on the block. Every day's a different planet, had us running from cops. If it wasn't hanging out in front of spots, we was at the factory, breaking the locks. Nowadays, I need to in a flash just like the next man. A yard guard, let me see 100 grand. Could use a some being a wanted man, but if I hit rock bottom, then I'ma be the son of Sam. They call the crew to get live too with Sue Park Kim. This way the Jake should never stop it. Is your brain on to all flop? The thugs, enough respect to the projects. I'm Ghost, one love. Represent, y'all. Represent, yeah. Represent, y'all. Represent, Queens. Represent, y'all. Represent, represent, y'all. Represent. One time for your mind. This goes out to everybody in New York that's living a real life in every project all over. To my man, Big Will, we still here. The 40 side of Vernon. My man, Big LES. Big CeeLo from the Dime. Sean Penn, the 40 Busters. My crew, the Shorty Busters. The 41st side of Vernon Posse. The Goodfellas. My man, Cormega, Lakey the Kid. Can't forget Drawers. The Hillbillies. My man, Slate, Wallet Head. Black J, Big Oogie. Crazy Barrier Spot. Big Dub. We rock the line. Malachi. PhD. And my man, Primo, who Gangstar. 94 Real.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada.
Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros. Vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones. Vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo.
Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo Vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal y un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos, vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida, vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego, vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is
win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all in all black, it's like life.
All we do is win.
You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hookie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder one, cross them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, pressure up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, win, win. no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in the land. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull it. Even if a youngster don't wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We got our ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew time till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die up on the block. With a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies facing all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 West side, east side, north side.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we recap last week's My Park Championship, show off your top plays of the week, and play baseball with Shaq. And don't forget, 2K TV is your chance to participate in the community, and this week you can win up to 1,000 VC. Tune in now.
I know so, ain't no doubt about it. Round, loaded up and I hear them 808s and they knocking. Whole club and they rocking. In them buckets, all my homies up in here vibing. To my house, Cause it's the same motion, just a different day. Out here trying to get it, each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard, guess what I'ma do? Hustle, hustle, hard, hustle, hard, hard, close hustle, get it off the muscle. Block is my attire, them sticks off in that cupboard. I be going hard, I'm going hard. I just hit the mall, you just swipe the card, I'm with a couple.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we recap last week's My Park Championship, show off your top plays of the week, and play baseball with Shaq. And don't forget, 2K TV is your chance to participate in the community, and this week you can win up to 1,000 VC. Tune in now.
Play me for no paper, make my better know I'm really on it. Driving better on it, money is involved, better know I'm on it, and that's wording to my mother. Gotta get it one way or another, I put that on my brother. I'm out here on the come up, but it's same motion, just a different day. Out here trying to get it, each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard, guess what I'ma do? Hustle, hustle, hard, hustle, hard, hard. Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music. We the best. We taking over. Listen.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we recap last week's My Park Championship, show off your top plays of the week, and play baseball with Shaq. And don't forget, 2K TV is your chance to participate in the community, and this week you can win up to 1,000 VC. Tune in now.
Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Kane got the crown and spread out with it. Say you need I said I get it.
We can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah.
Listen.
Bounce, it's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. Ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine, that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we did it. Biggie in my city. Please don't fit it. Hit them too. The bread and get stupid. Money that come, run it like water. Money so hot. Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run in,
Cause we
strip routes,
taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
BXTS,
Listen.
back when you see, better duck like the Mac got an East Pass. What? I don't give a f***, I run these streets, y'all talk that, I want that beef. I'ma tell you like a G told me, they'll come back quick if cash rule everything around me. I'm YSL, Versace, you can see me in that Porsche GT, coming down Sunset, sitting on D, feeling like Pac, all eyes on me, fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Khaled, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally
If you
free.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over.
dad, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that condo, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? With some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers or feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love and I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist special pop, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will your medulla. That's a it is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big
Cause we
Kahuna.
take
Get
it
it
over. One city at a time.
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We could drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car. Say the is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I've been that. You know I click clack, where you and your men's at. Through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? With them. This ain't rapping, this is street hop. Now get up off your like your seat's hot. My life lit up. Trunk of the car, we got the street. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason for your mans to panic. You don't wanna see no ambulances. Knock drink down in this cup. That's the way you get Timberland up. Let the music diffuse all attention. Baller convention, free admission. Can move swift. All my just coming homies. Get money, leave the beef alone slowly. Get out my face, you people so phony. Pull out my waist and I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them at? Running, yo, my mood is real rude. Show you what to do. Don't box my obliges. Every invitation to fight you. Like Pun said, you ain't even in me class. Made batch bins, backseat, TV plasma. Ladies looking for athletes or rappers. Whatever you choose, whatever you do, make sure he a thug and intelligent too. Like a real thoroughbred is. Show me love, let me feel. Females who's the is always. And I like a little sassiness, a lot of class. Mommy reaching your bag, past the. I'm a leader at last. This a don you with my spit, lose consciousness.
Hey, boy up from the land till I die. Till I die. On the east side till I die. Till I die. Rockin' that wine and gold till I die. Till I die. In the hood I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' put I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yeah, I be. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q in the flow seat. Everybody in the team mean. Green bills, y'all know it's the green season. Catch me only at the short seat. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one door on the floor going up, door. 3 points to the